Yes, Newsom won hands down. California recall is a huge joke, and it is all over. If you look up, I'll give you an example. If you look up an example of what things if you look up the recall right now, there's a lot of pictures of smiling Gavin Newsom. There's some, like, these are leftover pictures, um, but most of them are him smiling or an angry Larry Elder. These are the primary pictures you're going to see. 538. What went down? Let's see what went down, shall we? Let's jump in here. What went down at the California recall election? I have some thoughts, as you might imagine. But Steve Kornacki was pointing out today that the percentages between these two things are very similar to how the election went down in, let's see if I can jump over here for a second. There was a, let me see, Biden versus Trump election results, California. See if I can bring that up. Maybe 538 has it. Something that shows it relatively well. Let's just do this California election. Yeah, so yeah, here we go. There's this one, and then I don't want to see a bigger map of this. This is a conversation about it. Interactives. How do I click on that? Okay, here we go. So this is what we were just looking at. If you'll notice, it's kind of small, so hold on. Maybe it's after. Maybe it'll put all the stuff in the side panel. No, I guess not. All right, hold on. Minus. So right here, no beat yes. Just, and for those of you who don't know, the California recall for the governor, for the governor's race, all you need is 12% signatures equal to 12% of the people who voted in the last gubernatorial election, 12%, to get a recall on the ballot. Then it's a coin flip question for the first one. Do you support or are you against it? If more people support than are against it, then of anybody running, whoever has the most of those folks wins. And what that means is if you got like a 50-50 split on the election, but plus one, in the case of 47 people running for governor in California, Larry Elder effectively had to get 12% of the electorate to become the governor of a state that's the 8th largest economy in the world. It's ridiculous. But Steve Kornacki was pointing out a lot, and rightly so, that the numbers here, as far as the percentages, 64 to 36 right now as they stand, are very close to what happened in the presidential election, right? This is true. Now, what do I always tell you guys about if they give you the percentage, but they don't give you the base number, or they give you the base number without the percentage, you're not getting the whole story. So are the margins the same? Absolutely. Are the number of voters the same? No. 5.8 million here versus 3.2 million. This is this election. In the presidential election, California voters, 11 million for Biden, 6 million for Trump. So even in the case of this, you got about half, a little over half on the no side, a little under, he's at 6 million on the nose. So just slightly over half on the Trump side. So the numbers of people who came out to vote for this is the crucial piece of information, because a lot of people just blew it off and left it to the people who cared about democracy. These are the folks who are, this is nearly like, this is everybody. This is nearly the activist class of voters and people who, feel strongly about politics. This is a great statistic on how people feel, about the election itself. It's almost this is a polling representation of people that think it was worth it to get involved. The problem is, out there's 6 million Trump voters in the state of California. There's 11 million Democrats who would vote in this, right? That means in the pocket, there were double the number of people, Trump voters, who could have come out and said yes for this. They didn't. Now, the Democrats, there's 11 million here. And then if you look at this, there's 5.8 million here on the no answer. The crucial part of this, by the way, and Larry Elder got he got 40%, 7% of the yes vote, which again is half of this number, or 2/3 of that number. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. At some point, 1 second. Hi, Ireland. How are you? This is totally inside baseball-y shit, but it's kind of important, and it's early, so I'm just relaxing into it this morning. I hope you can forgive me. I was driving all night just to get back home. So I mean, the vast majority of the state, and this is funny too, is that they show these counties and these areas, and Steve Kornacki was doing this a bunch too. He was going through the whole breakdown like this, and look at here's Ventura County, here's LA County, 3 million to 1 million. Just in LA County. Everybody talks about Irvine and Orange County. 800,000 to 600,000. That's the Biden-Trump numbers right there, right? And even still, everybody talks about behind the orange curtain, right? Well, Biden still won that even so. Even with a section of Latinos going their way, going Trump's way. Here's San Diego County, again, often thought of as far more conservative than San Francisco and more conservative than Los Angeles, still went to Biden in those circumstances. Okay, so in the California recall, let's see if they have where is it? Do they have the recall on here? 538, what's happening? I don't want to know what went down. That's just your politics. We'll just dive straight in. Why it looked like Gavin Newsom could lose his job in August and where the polls stand today, because of where you were asking and how you were asking. It's so silly. I don't know why I can't. Let's see, filed under governor recall. All right, there we go. Where's shouldn't they have a map? 538, your website is a mess. Anyways, so I wish there was this. This is what I would like this, because it's a much better graphic. What is wrong with you fellows? Here, hold on. Let me see. I'll see if I can drag it up in a second. But I'm talking slower, and I'm very sleepy. Very sleepy, but I missed you and I wanted to get up and do this, even though I'm a little behind. And I'm still tweaking this show, so the shape of things as they come. So forgive me. I do have a BRB screen that I haven't built yet, and then this articles one, which is going to be something. And then there we go. So I've been doing work. I've been working. Let's see. Politico. Let's see. California recall map. That'll do it. Okay, yeah, this is a little better. It's so odd too, because what in the world is wrong with you, New York Times? Let's see. Foxes. That's a little more normal. Okay, so bring this back up real quick for you. So here is the basic map of this, and it's all the same. And I don't know why it's these. The neutral tones are not doing it for me. Washington Post. I don't know what you're thinking, but so no one was successful at 5.8. There's the same numbers we were looking at before. And then this is the Elder winning 2.3 million of those out of. You had to put down who you thought should win, and they're all Republican. There's Republicans that ran that were in the top 6, but 2 Democrats who were running did very well also, mainly to water down whoever else was running and bring it within shooting distance. If you hadn't, like, one of the things, and I don't want to give anybody a plan on how to do this, because these recalls are ridiculous. But what you would do next time, Democrats, is you would run a no campaign, but run dozens of Democrats for the yes side of it, so that, like, really well-known ones, so that if he loses, it should go to this person, so everybody can go, no, I'm against it, but if he's replaced, he should be replaced with this Democrat, would be the way to do it. In theory, anyways. Might save you a lot of hassle. It's a thought. Anyways, so this is the map of, this is where all the people are. This is where all the empty ground is, essentially, in California. The thing that it doesn't tell you, and again, this is 64 to 36. Yeah, that's their same one. This is the important number right here. How many people bothered to come out for this? How many people thought it was valuable to vote in this? That's the issue. Yeah, the ranked choice voting thing should be added to a recall. It kind of works that way, but it's like winner take some. Anyways, it's dumb. It's over. And like I said, if you look up any pictures about it, it's a lot of smiling Gavin Newsom. And so congratulations to our buddy Gavin, because he's a sweet guy. I like him. I've been very lucky in that I got to meet him very early on when he was mayor of San Francisco. Like I said, he and I marched from Harvey Milk Square to the Supreme Court building for gay marriage ages ago. And he's always been a solid guy. I never got the Kimberly Guilfoyle thing, but then apparently he came to his senses. So who of us doesn't have somebody in our past where they're like, what was I thinking? I mean, you're not human. I mean, that's one of the most relatable things about him, considering he's like perfectly cut from like he's like from a politician making machine. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this dude. He looks like a presidential candidate on Portlandia. He's just too good looking, too tall, too well spoken, too relatable. Just all the above. So